Hey there everyone, it's Diane from Stamping with Diane in Innisfil, Ontario. We're in the month of April and I wanted to show you a couple of our retiring colors, and we're going to make an adaptation of these cards today. So we have our January to April catalog is retiring at the end of this month. So I wanted to feature again our Delicate Desert Sweet set, which is retiring, and our gorgeous designer series paper is discounted, the faux velvet trim discounted, the faceted back gems discounted, and of course we still have the Desert Details dies and stamps, and our regular large catalog, our annual catalog, will also be retiring at the end of April. And so today I was going to feature one of my favorite Celebrating You stamp set, which is also retiring. So let's get started. So first off, I looked through all of our retiring colors, and I found that these three, I really liked the look of them together. This is the Merry Merlot, Blushing Bride, and Evening Evergreen. So those are the colors we're going to be using. So starting with a Blushing Bride card base, the 4 1/4 by the full 11. So I've scored it at the 5 1/2 mark to get our base. And then one layer we're going to add is the Merry Merlot. Love that look. We're going to layer it with some of the Blushing Bride on top, but I thought to add some dimension, let's run this top layer through the Time Worn Type embossing folder. So here's what it looks like when it's embossed, and I love this look. So using my Stampin' Seal, let's pop this together, and we'll get ready to do a bit of stamping here as well. So lots of good deals, my friends. There are many of our retired products are also discounted. They are going quickly. If some of the colors that you're seeing me use today are some of your favorites, please check and make sure you have a re-inker on hand, because you won't be able to get them after April 30th. And as I say, they are as supplies last, so some of these things are running out. It's kind of hard to keep on track with what's out of stock now. So if you go to my online store and you type in an item and it says unavailable, then unfortunately it has already gone. So now I'm going to stamp from the Desert Details stamp set. You've seen me use this one recently, and I love, as you know, these 2 rose petals. So we're going to use the Merry Merlot, and it's going to be our feature rose. So let's give that a nice ink up, and I'm going to be, looks like good coverage. This is a distinctive stamp, so it's going to come out already with some detail here. There we go, gorgeous. Giving that a wipe. My next size and my next color. So I think let's do a couple of these in the Evening Evergreen. So I'm going to try 2, good coverage there, in Evening Evergreen. 1, 2. Give that a clean, and I'm going to come in again with our Blushing Bride, because that is our card base color today. Again, make sure you have the re-inkers if you have our inks. You know that the juiciness lasts a long time, but it doesn't last forever. They do need to be re-inked from time to time. Okay, now with the Desert Detail dies, I'll pull out our 2 flowers, the large and the small, and I'll just take that off camera and run it through our die cut and emboss machine. Be right back. So that turned out great. Well, here's our piece that we are left with, and of course our beautiful flowers. So we're going to take the largest flower now and put a few dimensionals on the back of it. I'm not going to remove the sticky part yet though, because I haven't quite decided where I want to put these flowers. So I'll just spread them out. So I think 3 will be a good coverage on this one. We've built our card, so let's just play with how we want it to look. So let's put a couple of we don't have to use all 5. Let's start with 1 green, 1 pink, and see what we like, and then we can also always add more in as we go. So I'm just setting them in place to see how I want this to look. I've got the big focal point, and I want to leave room for my sentiment off to one side as well. So this is the fun part where you just get to play, see what you like, and then we'll start to put it together. So I've decided just to use 2 of the colors on here, and on the inside I decided to add the extra 2. You never want those beautiful little dies to go to waste. So now with the Celebrating You stamp set, I think I'll choose the Happy Anniversary for this sentiment. So let's go ahead and stamp that on our white strip, and I think maybe we'll use the Evening Evergreen for this just to help balance out the colors there. Any of the colors would work here. So we're just going to tap tap, stamp that on our white, and if we need to trim that down we can do that. I love that this Celebrating You stamp set is so versatile. It really has all the occasions for all of what you will need. So I think we'll just cut this one on an angle and see how that's going to fit on our card, and if we need to trim it down anymore. Just angling with one little snip is a nice simple way of getting your label down to size. And let's hold that on top of our card and see where we want to put it. Maybe we'll even put it up above. Tuck it in there. I like that look. So, okay, so we're going to just, I think we'll keep that flat, but let's add a little bit of our beautiful trim to that before we adhere it. So just deciding the best way to put this ribbon. This is the, I get the name wrong every time, Glittered Organdy ribbon. Again, I believe this one is also retiring. So today's video is all about using our fabulous retiring products before they're gone. So I like this, just a little bit of a loop above, and we're gonna leave our tails long this time so that it kind of fills in this little space. And of course we can always come back and trim our ribbon afterwards. So to adhere this ribbon onto the back, I'm going to put the adhesive on the back of my Happy Anniversary word, and that's going to make it nice and sticky back there. Now I'll hold my ribbon the way I want it and just kind of get it into place. This way I can play around with it if I need to, get it where I want it. And when I'm happy with it, then I'm going to use my seal again, and this time I'm going to put the seal right onto the card front and then attach my Happy Anniversary. Now, got to really go with this one because we are going on a textured layer. And we'll pop this in. Oh, so beautiful. Now, a little bit of Wink of Stella, never hurt anyone. So let's just paint a bit of Wink of Stella on our largest flower just by daubing in on the dark parts of the ink, and it just picks up some of that glitter. The other day we were glittering right in the ink pad. This is a nice dark ink, so we don't need to add any more color to it. We just want a little bit of glitter, which is helping to balance out the glitter in our ribbon. And let's just show the inside once again. Love it, so simple. So the first time I made this one, I used 5 flowers and decided not to put the extra color of backing. I wonder which one you prefer. And then I also did it in 3 separate colors. And this one uses the soft succulent ink, the soft seafoam ink, and the rich razzleberry. Again, all retiring colors, but I loved the way they looked together. So it's always fun to go to your storage, your craft cupboard, pull out some colors, play with them, and see what you like. And all of those sentiments were made with the Celebrating You stamp set. So there you go. There's our video for this week, and hope you love it. It's using the Desert Details and the Celebrating You. All right, friends, take care. Bye for now.